Good day, everyone. I'm Encon, and along with my little buddy Jabrashka, as always, we're here to give you some good information about my hardcore life. Yeah! There's a quick update, folks. The game, unmodded, remember that. No mods, original. Exactly what it is. We are die once or and dog twice. So we're die once or twice. We now have 21 hours and 45 minutes, and I am level 28. That's great. Took a screenshot, have everything on proof. So we're going to jump right in a little bit, and I'm going to show you the luck that I was given for the drops that we have. I'm just going to do just a quick update on the stats. The first thing we'll do is the pet, as unfortunately in the first level I was able to find or had a drop for the heal one and all, and level 1 spell. This was like in the first or second dungeon. I have never found or been able to see, even in the vendor, this particular spell. So up to this point of me being level 28, the spell's at 1. I went with the spell of silence. We're at silence rank 4 now, so which is really good, and it's been helping quite a bit, and I'm quite happy for the results of this. It's been saving me from getting cast or have the delays. Next of all, for our character, we have the Fame of 17, and we have again the 28 level of hardcore, and we are 1.3 million XPs already. We're going to have to get 1.4 now, and the current state, I have still about 20 skill points remaining. As I explained, when I do hardcore, I don't dump all points in. I find out what I need as I go along, or to have the adjustments that will follow into. Next, we're going to look at the inventory quickly. Of course, it's always subject to change, but haven't had really good luck, but I do have some gems. I got a couple in the weapons, and I've got mostly blue material, and only once in the game there was a drop for the rare trinket, the necklace of the rainbow bloodstone amulet. Even the vendors haven't even been selling these rare things. This was actually dropped. And the rings are always in the rare form, not the blues. So I've been able to, as much as I can, put in the enchants. So getting lucky this way. And also the spells I'm going with, guys, just skeletons. That's it. Nothing else. I'm not going to do anything for heals. So we're going to have, I've got my summon skeletons at 4, the archers at 4, and the zombies are at 5. And only once during my leveling, I found in the vendor the blood skeleton. That's the one I actually want and waiting for. So I hope the spell to drop, or I hope that I can buy it. So if I can fill it in, and the reason why I'm using the skeletons, because especially the skeletons, 1, they're cheap, 2, I can have 5, and within the 10 seconds, 12 seconds of casting, and while fighting, they're very relentless. And I love these little skeletons. Like, they don't even need any mods, man. They just go boom right into the enemy, and they're great blockers. And then if you're being chased or hunted down, the zombies are like a secondary backup, and then archers, well, toss them in there once in a while, and it can occupy the mobs a little bit, and they take a little aggro, so it works out quite well. And only thing is, I wish my skill for the healing was a tad bit better. But for the synergy, I'm also stealing life on the damage as well, so at least I get this recovery. I have like the health recovery as well, a little bit, so that's coming back. Trying to prepare for those environmental, stone squishy things that maybe potentially I can survive by 3 life points and hopefully charge up. And as well, we're going to go into the skill trees, and all I've chose and what I'm going to show today is pretty much where I'm going to stay. I'm not going to add anything. I might, something down the road, but now it's just strictly leveling up the skills. And I've stayed with the Titan, the original part. I am doing the dual wielding, and I'm doing the adventurer, as well as the critical strikes, and I'm doing the treasure hunter because it's be nice to get a little bit of gold and and maybe the magic to get maybe a better drop for a piece of something. So in this Berserker tree, this is all I'm taking. They're just going to be leveling up as I level up. I'll try to make them all 4, all 5, and of course by the order of importance of what I need. For the Titan, I took the marital weapons expertise with the ranged weapons expertise because I'm also dual wielding, guys. I gotta show you this. I'm also dual wielding guns, which my damage is around 274 to 548, whereas the weapons are 312. So the guns a little bit less, but well, the guns will get there in a second. Definitely, guys, the frost shield. Like when I got this, finally it made game a little bit easier. It took a ways to get there, but the shield is quite helpful for absorbing the magic energy and things like that. So it's synergizes a lot, especially with the 2 armor selections you have between between the bowman and the shadow. Then the last one I took, which is a little bit helpful as well, I took the barter to get a little bit more gold back on the prices and to get a little bit of price reduction from the enchanter and the merchants. So I'm not really buying anything from the merchants except for scrolls, maps, things like that. But the enchanting I've been spending a lot, so if I get a little bit cheaper, that's good. But definitely get more gold on my product that I'm finding. And I will have to say that from the skill tree, the spectral is actually my favorite. Well, of course, I have um, the the skeletons, of course, will synergize. And I always did like characters that could maybe spawn a little bit because these little extra pets and minions you put out there, it actually kind of helps the battle a little bit because all of the mobs are not focused just on you. So the shadow armor works really good in melee situations along with the frost shield. Also, I'm staying with the entropic aura because the stalling of the time and interrupt, and plus with the pet silence, and plus with my slash interrupts possibly as well. So it's making fighting a little better because I did manage to get the aura of thorns, but I feel that uh, because I can only have 1 aura at a time, and really for my game style and what I'm planning and how randomly the character I built can only be, I'm staying with this entropic aura because it's really helping out. And as well, I took the armor expertise so that I can get a little bit of cheaper costs for maybe like for the range weapon or something a little bit off class, but it's still good that we're getting that bit of armor buff. It starts to really make a difference. And of course, we did the Shadow Bowman. Now, guys, the Shadow Bowman is great too because with this chance to reflect missile damage and or plus we're getting the increasing of all damage by 12%. I mean, that's all damage. That's like your minions and everything. So he works out quite well along with the frost shield of absorbing the energy. So when I'm dealing with the mage casters or there's a bunch of the energy balls like poison balls, fireballs, electro balls, and they're all just flooding a room full of magic. The Shadow Bowman and the shield together is absorbing a lot of that. So I switch between the Shadow Armor and the Bowman on the fly when I'm fighting because generally the mobs, the little relentless skeletons are running in there and blocking maybe the minions. The magic will come after me, or they'll attack the magic and the melee will come after me. So I'm able to kind of adjust the two. And it's a cheap cast, at 18 it's like really nothing, plus with the mana coming back, so I'm never usually mana starved. Only problem I have is fighting those mystic trees that mana drain me, so it's a little bit difficult. And last but not least, definitely going into the pet mastery. I mean, who wouldn't, right? So the better that your minion starts to do attack and get damage, he's doing a lot of work. I am considering around if I touch or can touch level 30, really deciding on getting the Spectral Decay because it disrupts the armor of nearby foes, amplifying the damage. Now, that's one of the things. You get a character who's a little bit OP and you can strip his armor down or break him down. I have the feeling that this Spectral Decay is really going to help me, but I won't probably touch this until I'm level 30. And of course, I will be putting the Charm spell mastery because the more I can get to the levels of the skeletons will help out as well. And I may put into the defensive magic as well because we do have the heal and the silence. But at this point, it's getting poked with the pets, so 140 life for a second. I mean, it's like an emergency break. If I get low enough that it'll just give me enough time to react, so I feel that this will be the way that I will go. So, pretty much on my skill tree, I've got the Frost Shield with the Shadow Armor, with the Shadow Bowman. Skeletons are running all the time, and cycle them out because they are just absolutely, sometimes in the situations, they're more aggressive and faster than the pet. Like, I mean, these things are running right away to the enemies, and I really like it because it starts to occupy them. And by the time the pet gets there, they possibly can be silenced. It gives me another 4 or 5 seconds to do something, and it's pretty cool. So, now we're aiming for level 30. When we touch level 30, I'm probably going to live stream or I will record 1 hour of, or not 1 hour, like one level of gameplay just to get an idea of how the character is developing. But as for the skills that I show now, I'm not changing them. Magic's not going to change. Of course, weapons will change. And because I'm also doing the dual wielding, and why I showed on the guns, is because here I've also got siphon weapon or health as well, which is helping me at a distance to recover life back as well as I'm charging. So, I'm only worried about the electricity. I'm worried about the, game drop, and I'm also worried about the game environment. And, like the exploding goblins and moving walls and dropping floors and or just my plain stupidity. So we got about 20 some odd hours into this, and I'm taking my time. So I'm aiming for level 50, and I looked on the Steam community, and one of the reported screenshotted was a level hardcore 24, which we have hardcore, and there was another claim around, I think it was 36. So but it was for a Vanquisher character, and we'll see how it goes. But we are going to try to aim for 40 or even 50, but for certainly 30 is our next bar. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Keep in touch. I'll keep the updates going, and I really hope that we survive. And if not, I will, we'll try again until we get there, because I know we can. And Chibrasha has given me some good luck, so hope to see you there. And if you like or dislike, please hit that little icon. Let me know that you enjoyed the video, or subscribe. That would be wonderful too. And or join my chat channels, NCon #1911 on my Discord, and check out my Gems of War videos as well. Soon as I will probably be live streaming Caliber as well. That's in beta. We might end up doing a little bit of that, and we'll see what happens. So anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Peace out. I say goodbye, and Chibresh says goodbye, and chat soon.